Oh, so we got Halloween coming up in just a couple of weeks' time, and something I don't really care that much about. But yes, we got more racist costumes out there, and you know the ones you had Yale blow up all those. Oh, geez, what's that been like half a decade ago at this point? Yeah, no, it blew up because Yale is supposed to be a place that keeps us safe, and whatever those fucking weirdos were talking about at the time. But yes, we have more outrage of racist costumes because there's a Karen costume. Yes, it's hilarious how there's a spurg out about a racist costume and they want it taken down. So they're wanting to have the Karen costume taken down by wanting to talk to people's managers. Oh, okay, cool. That's fun. I love a little bit of irony. So this is just going to be a really goofy segment. They're not so happy with this. With Halloween. A Halloween hairpiece poking fun at Karen, the heavily memed term for an entitled white woman who calls the cops on black people and defies mask mandates. No, who's just a general piece of shit who just feels that she's super entitled for another multitude of reasons. But dissecting the whole Karen thing is another video in and of itself. So, well, let's just continue. Is being slammed as tone deaf and racist on social media. I get where they're coming from, because if there was like a Laquifa costume or something that has like 95 fucking kids trailing behind it, I'd understand, okay? And I get it, but then at the end of the day, none of it's that racist, okay? Really, if we're being completely honest, you know what? It's Halloween is supposed to be about vampires and werewolves and all of that other fucking goofy stuff, and you know what? Wearing sheets with holes cut out in the eyes and not looking like clan members, but whatever. Karen costume came to light on Twitter after a user named Helen Shiver shared a snap of the inflammatory accessory dubbed the Karen wig. Does it come with the leopard print sunglasses? Because that would be awesome. That she came across at a costume shop last week. She captured the pic, and the scariest costume goes to, very much so, especially if you're going to be dressed up as a manager this year. And the packaging of the wig, which is sold online at Spirit Halloween for $19.99. Yeah, a little pricey, but whatever. And featured a pic of the model in the exaggerated bouffant, a blonde wig, a sweater, lowering a pair of sunglasses, and flashing in accusatory glare, because of course, note the infamous Do is widely believed to have been inspired by the asymmetrical haircut of Kate Goslin from the reality show John and Kate Plus 8. Yeah, no, and that's every entitled soccer mom with a sensible hairdo. Okay, the bitch who tricked the dude to fucking drop some loads in her, who used to have like the long blonde or long brown hair, and then all of a sudden wanted to have highlights in it and something because, oh my god, my kids take up so much time, so I just need something that's just quick and easy to do, just a little bit of hairspray and it looks fine. You know, it's somebody who always has something else to blame for her own fuck ups and won't take any responsibility for her life. That's the haircut of every single one of those fucking broads, okay? I was growing up at that time when that haircut started to get really fucking trendy. Like, I was like, what, 16 to 18, somewhere in that area. You know what? I've seen that haircut on many a bitch out there, and so have you guys as well, okay? Either if you worked in retail or if you just worked really anywhere, that was a bitch that you did not want to deal with because she always had a screaming kid in her fucking basket, and she was always, I'm so busy, and then just wouldn't take the time in order to figure out where anything else is, and it should just be, it's just not clearly in the right place, so why isn't that? And then they'd hit you with the famous your manager line. But whatever, I don't have any built up resentment on that. But yeah, let's see some of these the Twitter comments, because they're going to be just full of gold, right? The description on the retailer's site reads, everyone will know you're looking to speak to the manager when you complete your Karen outfit with this hilarious Karen wig. Clearly a bunch of racists. This short and stylish cut is perfect hairstyle, so show everyone you ain't the one to mess with. Yeah, exactly. The one who unironically has the baddest bitch in town on the back of her fucking SUV. Suffice it to say, social media users had an opportunity to get upset, and boy did they take it. I don't like how they're profiteering from a very real issue of racism, said some Karen. Indeed, the group, the get up particularly tasteless in light of the ongoing trend of Karen incidents. Oh my God, I didn't even hear about this one. Meanwhile, in California, a woman sparked outrage after calling cops on a Filipino man for stenciling Black Lives Matter in chalk on his own property. Okay. This is super whack, I wrote another. Absolutely nothing funny about a whole species of... Karen or a species, all right, of people that put black people in danger of losing their lives. The simple phone call. I hate it here. Oh, shut up, Karen. Now we have Adele. Okay. Her transformation, her weight loss of 100 pounds is incredible, and boy is she looking good. I don't normally like these older broads. Okay, 33, that's too old for me by at least what, 10 years? Yeah, exactly. But hey, she's looking fucking not bad. Really not bad. Okay, that gives me like Claudia Schiffer vibes from in the 80s, you know, like 10 years before I was even born. But no, that's just a throwback to the last time that women actually looked like women, and I appreciate that. And I mean, there's reasons to appreciate everything that she's gone through on her weight loss journey. And you know what? I'm addicted to exercise, and I'm addicted to the fact that you're addicted to exercise. That is terrific news that you have there. The bombshell breaks. Adele, the bombshell, breaks silence on 100-pound weight loss, divorce, and hot new romance while making history as first celeb to cover British and US Vogue. Congratulations. I don't really care. All I want to do is just celebrate the fact that you lost 100 fucking pounds, okay? And then, okay, always to just prove a fucking story correct, Adele fucking disappointed by women's comments about her weight loss because, of course, nobody hates women more than women. Adele felt fucking disappointed. If they don't want to print it, I will say it. That women were the ones having the most brutal conversations about her dramatic weight loss because they don't like to see anybody succeed because I don't even know if they've even bothered trying. I was going to say maybe they tried and failed on their weight loss journey, but no, it's just easier to just buy shit on your phone than fucking learn how to cook. Or you know what? Hey, you can just go buy and eat out of a fucking bag or a trough in some of these hog situations, and instead of, you know what, trying to do something and, you know what, take responsibility for your fucking pre-diabetic state. No, just try to claw everybody back down to your level. That sounds great. My body's been objectified my entire career, said former blimp and Grammy winner, 33 years old, said of her cover story in Vogue, published Thursday. It's not just now. I understand why it's a shock. In early 2020, Adele revealed she had lost about 100 pounds after exercising over a 2-year period. God damn it. Because, yeah, no, she didn't look... Okay, listen, maybe it's just because I've been conditioned, especially in the fucking city of Grand Prairie, where that version right there, without a doubt, is an in-shape woman in Grand Prairie. They aren't fucking attractive people around here. I'm, of course, the exception to that rule. I'm not that arrogant. Not that arrogant. Close. But the one next to it, oh my God. I can't believe that's the same person. And I understand that it's a photo shoot, but anyways, yeah, that's a bad looking bitch right there. However, some people accuse the singer of looking too skinny. Nope. Have you seen her? Have you seen her in that's not too skinny. That stopped me in my tracks. Wow. Okay. Anyways, accuse her of looking too skinny at the time. Sure, pal. While other remark that she could not have felt pressure to lose weight. Oh, she should not have felt pressure to lose weight. Maybe her feet were telling her, and it's like, there's too much pressure here, so you should probably lose some weight. And she's like, yeah, no, that's probably a good idea. Am I the only one who, misses the old Adele? Some fucking blimp tweeted in May of 2020. She really didn't have to lose all that weight, so already looked so gorgeous and confident. No, Adele. Did you put those extra O's as you dropped a couple of fucking munchkins on the floor? You ghoul. Another remarked in December 2019, a month after the singer debuted her slimmer figure at Drake's party, celebrating Adele's weight loss is a garbage thing to do for a million reasons. Oh, because other fucking walruses feel too ashamed to have a body model that was also the villain to the first Ghostbusters movie. Here are two. It tells your fat friends that you think their bodies are a problem to be solved. No, but I love to know your insecurities, fat ass. And number two, the weight loss could be the result of physical or mental health struggles. No, it's the result of not enough calories out as opposed to calories in. But whatever. What do I know? I'm just a exercise physiologist and certified personal trainer. It's not like I know this kind of stuff. Weird to cheer about. Trust me, we'll be cheering at the same time as soon as you can bend over and tie your shoes. But even dumber shit, okay, like it's one thing to just, be jealous of somebody accomplishing a tremendous goal and losing 3 digits worth of weight. It's another thing to start fucking going after comics for telling jokes and, reasonable jokes about real life fucking things. Critics call to cancel Dave Chappelle's Netflix for ridiculing trans people. How did he ridicule them exactly? Well, you gotta fucking listen to believe it. Cancel culture is threatening to shut down Dave Chappelle's The Closer. The Closer is the name of his new Netflix special that just dropped earlier this week, I think. The always outspoken stand-up comic is pushing the public's buttons again, and a swelling wave of culture critics and activist organizations are calling for his brand new Netflix special to be yanked from the streaming giant's catalog. The special, the sixth and final in the Emmy-winning big bucks deal with Netflix, premiered Tuesday. And immediately stoked the flames of controversy from morons with incendiary jokes about transgender women. I'm sure he's really just, punching down at those 0.01% of transgender women that are out there that would take offense to this shit. And the people who would actually take offense to this shit aren't actually, watching a comedy special, hoping to get offense taken to it. Chappelle, 48, is also being accused of defending what many perceive to be problematic comments by rapper DaBaby. Oh, we talked about him when he's like, none of my fans is gay, nobody has AIDS up in here. That's not how it works, Chief, but I love the energy. And Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling. Okay, problematic comments by rapper DaBaby and J.K. Rowling. Okay, I'll take sentences I never thought I'd say for 100, Alex, as well as deflecting criticism he faced from cracking wise about the trans community in previous specials, Equanimity and Sticks and Stones. Yeah, what's the rest of that popular phrase? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names are super transphobic. I think that's how it goes. In The Closer, Chappelle declares that he's joining Rowling in Team TERF. So transphobic, right? The acronym for trans exclusionary radical feminist, or just people who believe that women are women and you can't just change your sex on a whim because you think that gender is the spectrum. Well, if you believe that shit, I will advise you to learn about Dr. William Money, or whatever his fucking creepy name was. The guy who ended up, leading 2 brothers down the path to suicide. It's documented, and I think it's pinned to the front page of my channel. But hey, feel free to go back and take a look at that if you believe that a gender is a choice. Well, you know what also is a choice? Buying some rope, affixing it to a rafter, and buying a rickety old chair. Chappelle declares, yes, that he's joining Team TERF and conflated rapper DaBaby's homophobic statements. He didn't say anything about gays need to get out. He just said that none of my fans have AIDS. Yeah. Homophobic statements show over the summer with systemic racism. What the fuck is going? There's so many words here and nobody knows how to use them appropriately. In our country, you can shoot and kill a gamer. No, but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings. That's facts. That is true facts. Chappelle says on stage, referencing a 2018 shooting involving the rapper at a Walmart in North Carolina. The 19-year-old victim later died. The brewing backlash is ample from idiots, but perhaps most shocking to the reaction is one of Netflix's own. Jacqueline Moore, an executive producer and showrunner of the streaming giants. Netflix is popular, not this racist pile of shit. Dear white people, an executive producer for Dear White People. Okay, an openly fucking racist, anti-white show. I'm done with Netflix because this is just too problematic for me. Moore bluntly declared that she's done with Netflix. Oh my god, you know what? Chappelle's at the end of his contract and it's Dave Chappelle or some cunt I'm sure Netflix will just, definitely stand up for you on this one. I love so many of the people I've worked with in Netflix, brilliant people and executives who have been collaborative and fought for important art, but I've been thrown against walls because I'm not a real woman. Okay, I've had beer bottles thrown at me. Unfortunately, they missed. So Netflix, I'm done. Okay, well, don't go to places where you're trying to pick up guys under the auspices that you have a cunt and not a cock. I love so many people that I've worked with at Netflix. I'm not reading that drivel again. Meanwhile, the National Black Justice Coalition, get this one, sided with the cretins out there and not the black guy. Yep, we're in this timeline, guys, and don't worry, it gets fucking weirder. A civil rights advocacy group focused on the LGBTQ plus community. Oh, come on, you're not nearly as woke as Justin Trudeau. We need some more letters and numbers in there, people. You need to get those numbers up. Those are rookie letters. It goes as far as to prod Netflix to pull The Closer from its menu because cancel culture will never stop. You can never satisfy this beast, even if it is the funniest working comic today. With 2021 on track to be the deadliest year on record for transgender people in the United States. What did one fall and trip down the stairs? Like, I don't know where this genocide of transgender people is. It's like, I've seen that phrase before, but it's like they're kind of looking after that themselves if they're going through with transgender surgery because you become as sterile as a brick of butter at the end of it. So you guys are kind of doing it to yourself. If you're looking for a Hitler for transgender people, it might be Caitlyn Jenner. I'm just saying. Netflix should know better. Oh my God. You know what? The majority of whom are black transgender people. Exactly. Dave Chappelle should know that before he said that he's Team TERF. And insulting gay people is worse than just shooting dead a black guy. Okay, cool. Where's the criticism of trans people? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, and then, of course, GLAAD, the gay and lesbian anti-assault and worthless league. Chappelle's brand has become synonymous with ridiculing trans people and other marginalized communities. Yeah, did you see the Chappelle show? It was mostly just lampooning his own community and his own friends. But you know what? Hey, you guys do you, right? But yet again, it's not the dumbest fucking take that's out there. Literally, Clayton Bigsby, the black white supremacist. It's become real life, folks. Honk, 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 honk. NPR accuses Dave Chappelle of using white privilege. Fucking NPR. If you're an American, your taxpayer money goes to fund this dumb fucking shit. Following the release of Dave Chappelle's latest Netflix special, The Closer, I've got to find a way to watch this in some form or another, to be completely honest, because I've written something about this. Now I'm covering it on the channel, and I do love the Chappelle show. I think I've watched the entirety of it at least a handful of times. My favorite sketch, Player Haters Ball. Okay, for various obvious Rich Voss and Patrice O'Neill reasons. But anyways, back to the article at hand. The famous comedian receiving criticism for how he tackled topics of gay rights and race. Too often in The Closer, it just sounds like Chappelle is using white privilege to excuse his own homophobia and transphobia. Dave Chappelle is like super African, okay? If he had a cape, it would have green, black, and red stripes on the back of it. That dude is like, there's not a hint of white in him, okay? Other than just the women that might leave something on his dick afterwards. Like, other than that, there is no white there whatsoever. Wrote NPR television critic Eric Degens. I'd imagine that guy is whiter than fucking snow. And the message Chappelle has for those who have criticized him about transphobic, homophobic, or any other joke seems to be race trumps all. What the fuck are you talking about? God. Degens points to a line where Chappelle joked that if slaves had oil and booty shorts on, we might have been free 100 years sooner. That's fucking funny. But lines like that also assume that the struggle over oppression is a zero-sum game. No, he doesn't. He was making a funny fucking joke about big black asses, which I think, you know what, kind of unites the races. That because some gay people have access to white privilege and what the fuck are you on about? This is your mind on fucking woke and just intersectionality politics. This is what happens. That old 80s commercial of the fucking egg being smashed and thrown into the frying pan. That's what's between this idiot's ears. All their concerns about stereotyping and marginalization are hollow and subordinate to what black people face. It ignores the fact that there are plenty of non-white gay people who face oppression for both their sexual orientation and their race. He continued in defense of his argument that yes, racial issues in society trump. I'm not reading that again. Fuck off. There's the missing letters and numbers. Chappelle told a story about how he nearly got into a fight with a gay man who then called the police. He picked up his phone and he called the police, Chappelle told the Detroit crowd. He started his bit with, okay, let's just not say that thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That's not how this fucking concluded. And this thing I'm describing as a major issue that I have with that community, gay people are minorities until they need to be white again. Fair enough. Biting social commentary. Imagine that from a comedian. It's just a new revelation. But you know what? Hey, if you think that, I'd like to introduce you to the work of George Carlin and Richard Pryor. Only if you can stomach it. Okay, that's my trigger warning. In the special, Chappelle said, clearly my problem has always been white people. I've been arguing with the whites my entire career. Pretty much been lampooning everybody, but okay, cool. Deegan's also points to an earlier story in the special where Chappelle talks about rapper DaBaby. I'm not going over this again, but okay, let's see what your biting commentary has to say. This idea surfaces when he talks about rapper DaBaby. I don't know if he did anything like that. Who was pilloried publicly for making homophobic comments during a concert in July. Chappelle jokes that DaBaby punched the LGBTQ community right in the AIDS before recalling a 2018 incident in which the rapper was involved in a fight inside a North Carolina Walmart where another person was shot and killed. But dude, these are the type of people that we're trying to rationalize with. There's nothing approaching reality in any of these people's skulls, okay? If you're going to go down and you're going to what the fuck was that? If you're going to unironically critique a comedy special, you lost the plot. You lost it a long fucking time ago. And if you're going to start criticizing a woman over losing 100 fucking pounds and looking like just an absolute different person and a fucking 9, let's reserve 10s for 10s. And then also, if you're going to go full Karen mode on a Karen wig for Halloween costumes, your opinion doesn't matter. Universal suffrage was a complete and utter failure. With that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.